Hey guys, this is Vaughn, and welcome back to another episode on the RedCubed server. Yep, we have a cool thing to do today. I've decided to build, well, I decided it a while ago, but we're going to work on a new coffee shop. I've got some clay cooking up. I've been harvesting a bunch of dark wood, so I actually raised the roof one more time so that these trees would actually grow regularly in here. So I've got those guys going in here, and I've also got, just really quickly, I've made a reed farm. Ooh, it looks like they're all ready to go too. So the coffee shop is going to be like one of the more personable ones, you know, where like there's bookshelves and little tables to sit. It's going to be kind of dark and cozy. Just, I wanted to have, I don't know, a coffee shop. So I've been doing a lot of prep, getting materials for it, and I think I'm ready to start at least plotting it out. I actually started, I laid out the foundation of it, because the ground, it's going to be to the right of my unfinished furniture store, and there's not a whole lot of space there, so I had to measure it out and make sure that it would fit. So I did that by just, the floor is going to all be spruce, so I did that, and we're going to go over there now. It's going to be made out of dark wood, obviously, and purple clay. So we also need a lot of purple dye, and that's one thing I don't have. I made some. I've got 10, and I've got some bone meal on me, so we could just go and bone meal some plants, and I've got plenty of lapis, so I could make a bunch of purple dye. But there is a flower shop in town, so I thought I would check that out and see. Do I have a bunch of these on me? That's why. Just to see what the prices are. There aren't any purple flowers, but I could buy a bunch of red flowers, and we could do that from there. We want to grab all the wood in here. I don't know that we're gonna need all of this. We might need more than this. I did build it in my creative world, kind of, just to get an idea of what I wanted, but I don't know if it's gonna stay the same, and I didn't count blocks. So we got all this clay cooking up. Let's go check out the flower shop, and hopefully when we get back from that, the clay will be cooked. So apparently these signs are popping up all over the place. Warning, seismic activity has been detected at the future site of Skybridge Bob, which is back there. So I should check that out, I guess. But for those of you new, I got paid to decorate this room and the room upstairs. Go watch that episode. We got paid. Pretty exciting. But the flower shop is right there. Da, da, da. Floral Garden Dale. Garden Dale? Nourish yourself with flowers. So now I know I could just bone meal these and just take them, but we're not gonna do that. Somebody traveled to new land to find these flowers, so we're gonna buy them. Now do these. I'm not stealing them. I just want to see, does this give purple dye? Or does this give like lilac dye or something? Magenta dye. Okay, so we don't want that. If there's a flower that gives purple dye, I would buy that. It does not look like, if there is one. What is this? Please make payment below. If there is one, doesn't that... Okay, there it is. It popped off. A peony. Pink dye. I don't want pink dye. I want purple dye. What is this? That, you can't do this bone meal too. Oh, does this give blue dye? Because if so, that's definitely going to be cheaper than... Oh, no, it's light blue. And I guess the ones that you can't just easily bone meal I shouldn't use. Alright, what about roses? Do roses give red dye? Aha! Okay, so what we want is some roses. How much? Checkbook for price list. Where's the price? Oh, the book is here. I'm a derp. Let's see what the book says. A price guide by a dual get. Is that what it said? Okay. Florist Gardendale. All flowers and plants are sold in stacks of 64. There are 3 prices depending on the rarity of the product. Use the following price guide. Okay, so 1 ticket per stack. Lilac. Okay, so I want a rose bush. A stack of rose bushes is 1 ticket per stack. I don't want a ticket. What is a ticket? I don't have a ticket. Is he talking about the tickets from Swamp, from this thing? Because I turn those into books, man. We had some leftovers from... Is there any payment in here? You know what, dude? We're just gonna pay you. I'm just gonna pay you. We're gonna pay you. I don't know. Let's give him a diamond. We'll give you a diamond for your stack, for your rose bush. You know, I don't even want a bunch of them. I just want, like, one. You know, I'll take these two. Since you don't even have, like, a full stack, I'm gonna take... Look, I'll take... Oh, I didn't mean to steal that. Here, you go. I'll take 20 for there. Okay, cool. Great. That should give me... I might come back and get some more, but we're going to call that good. And I'm sorry I don't have any tickets for you. So now I'm going to go prepare all of the clay, and I'll meet you over where the foundation is laid out. And here we are. This is where the coffee shop is going to be. So this is my big glass furniture store. Somebody's like little fire station or something, and that's, you know, that's the cube spawn area. These trees were over here. I think somebody was using it as a tree farm, and I moved them over here. If they don't disappear soon, I'm going to take it away. And I put all the saplings and logs there, but I don't really want them here. What I would kind of like, you know, is in terms of business, would be nice if there was like a road that came from here directly to directly here, instead of having to go like that way and that way. You could just come this way and get some coffee. Anyway, I brought a chesticle because there's going to be a lot of materials that we need. So I haven't dyed all of the clay because I don't want to dye it all purple and then not necessarily need it. We're also going to use a lot of nether brick. We're going to need a workbench, so I brought that guy. Let's stick him down. I know for sure we're going to need a bunch of nether brick fence. 18. Let's do one more set. I'm also going to need some of these stairs. Let's do 2 sets of stairs. Okay, let's get all this goodies off of the bar. And let's get started. So the first thing is we've got that. And then we're going to just do that for now. I think it's further than that, though. I think it goes to there. And then, of course, we're going to have... Oh, I took my torches off the bar. Put that guy there. And then let's see. How many spaces in between this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think this just goes all the way to the end. Like so. And like so. Stick a guy there. Let's stick a guy there. So, I thought I could talk a little bit about Minecon while I did this, and we can test how good my ability to talk and build at the same time is. As those of you who have watched me for a while know, it's not very good. But I did have a good time at Minecon, and I have already failed at being able to talk while I do it. I don't know. I mean, usually I'll talk about it while I do something really mundane. So I guess part of me, I should have like showed myself chopping the trees down or something and talked about it while I was doing some really mundane task like tree chopping. But at the same time, that's kind of boring. I don't know why people want to watch that, and I feel like I need better quality video than that or something. Is that where I want this? Or is there space behind it? Is it just 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think it is only 4. Okay, and then we need that. And then that, right? And then, let's see, there would be a table and chairs here. Yeah, so it's only 4. So, Minecraft Party was amazing. One of the most amazing things about Minecon, for me personally, was the fact that so many people knew who I was and had come, not necessarily to see me, but were very excited that I was there and that they got the chance to meet me. And I'm sure a lot of it was just people being nice. You know, they came to really see the Minecrackers, but I genuinely got the feeling as well that people were really excited that I was there. And that, you know, meant a lot to me and was really unexpected. Let's see, is this right? That guy there. I may have done this wrong. There. No, I think this is right. I think I'm looking at a picture, obviously, and it's a little hard to tell where everything is lining up. Oh, I'm out of fences already. Let's do another set of fences. I don't need that many. I just need one set. So, yeah, that was really cool. I signed a lot of autographs, which was something that I had definitely not intended to, or expected to do. I mean, I thought I might sign some, just because it's fun to sign autographs and get autographs even from your friends. But I did not expect to sign as many autographs as I did, and so that was really cool. And a lot of people were, like, genuinely, it wasn't even necessarily that I was, like, standing next to somebody and they were like, oh, you're obviously famous, so I'll get your autograph too. But it was like people who knew who I was. That's not why I went, of course, but it was really cool and unexpected, you know, just, I don't know. A lot of people don't get the whole autograph thing, but I've gone to a lot of conventions and stuff myself in the past, so I get the excitement of meeting someone for the first time that you've only known, like, online or whatever. It's exciting. It's fun. I get it. And so to be on the side that's giving the autograph instead of getting the autograph was really cool. Or taking the photo. I met a lot of cool people who wanted their photos taken and stuff. And so I hope that anybody who met me had a good experience. You know, I always worry that won't happen. And I really... I'm looking at my picture now, and I feel like I've done this wrong. I think that this might need to go back. No, I think that's right. I'm going to need to get a lot of glass as well, and in my build, I've got the glass dyed kind of like a gray color, so that's going to require a lot of gray dye as well, which is not too hard to get. Let's see. Let's make some doors. Hanging out with the Minecraft guys was great, as always. If you've seen any of their videos, I'm probably somewhere in the background of one of them or the other. Got to meet a lot of the guys for the first time, which was exciting, like Beef, Zisto. I think those are the only two that I hadn't met before. And of course, see friends again, like MC Gamer. I hadn't seen since he was supposed to go to PAX, our PlayOnCon, and he didn't. So it was really cool to see him again. Jay Sano, who I saw recently or I met for the first time recently at PAX Prime. Oops, that's not supposed to go there. Nebris, who I hadn't seen since PAX East. Generic B and BOO, of course. Pause, Dear Sweet Pause. My main man, Good. It was great to see everybody again. And unfortunately, the convention was it's a Minecraft convention, so the guys are basically rock stars at this convention. I hear a zombie. And so there wasn't as much, like, hangout time as I would have liked. Let me change the picture that I'm looking at to the side here. What is going on to this picture here? Why are you not displaying the way I want you to? No, 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 no. Here we go. There we go. That's what I want. We're going to do a little bit of the side work as well, because I think a lot of this is going to have to get done off camera. Just that's the way these things go, you know? But, is that... There's like a weird door over here, but we could try to at least get some more of this fence in. Boop, boop. So, yeah. Let's see. I think it's 1, 2, 3. And then, sorry. I should definitely do some of this off camera, because it's gonna be boring if you listen to me just try it like this. I think it's 3 again. Let me get a little bit more of the house laid out, and I will meet you guys back. Whew, boy, that took a while. That sure did take a while, but we have done it. I actually closed off this fence because at night zombies track you from a million miles away, and they can't get through a fence. So it's actually pretty safe inside of this area, but we're going to take down right now so that I can show you what it looks like. Obviously, it still needs a roof and a lot of work, but that's the basic idea of it. It's going to have... I hear a zombie already. Excuse me. It's going to have a stone roof. And at present, I don't think... I definitely didn't bring it over with me. I'm not sure that I have enough stone brick to do it. But this is the interior. The roof is really kind of weird. Hopefully I got it all laid out right so that the roof can go in nicely. So you've got the main door here, and this is going to be open eventually. And you get some seating out here, and then there's like a little side door over here that will lead you out to here. So let's put some more tables and things out here. And while I do that, maybe I can tell you a little bit more about Minecon. I'm trying to think of like the really amazing things. I'm friends with the Minecrackers, and I'm this weird. I don't really understand it. Like, why do they put up with me, basically? Oh, I don't have any smooth stone. I need smooth stone to make pressure plates. Let's go get some smooth stone. Also, I killed all of these zombies to get this stuff, so that's pretty cool. I might try to put the Unbreaking 3 on my own chest at some point. But yeah, okay, so a lot of people ask me, how did you become friends with the Minecrackers? I met them on Reddit. Basically, I met Good, and then I met them at Minecon last year in person for the first time, and I don't know, me and Good and Paws kind of hit it off. We've become friends. I go to a lot of conventions, not just to hang out with them, but because I've always gone to conventions. I've been going to conventions since about 1995 or 1996, which is when a lot of you, I think, were born. Why did I come down here? Smoothstone. And so, okay, I don't have any extra here. Okay, so I don't need that much smoothstone, but I do have, that tells me that I have, this might not be enough for the roof, but it's a good start at least. So I get to hang out with them, and it's kind of weird because they have lots of friends, but as far as I know, I'm the only friend that gets to go do all of the crazy backstage stuff that they do. So I got to, like, they reserved seats for like the wives and the girlfriends of the guys and me. And so I got to like sit, you know, they reserved a seat at the front of the panel for me. Well, it was for everybody, but I got to have a reserved seat for the Minecraft panel, and I got to go through the back secret way that they brought everybody through the background area for whatever reason. I got to be one of the guys that did that. I'm going to check my picture real quick. And I'm not quite sure why. I appreciate it, of course. And I do help out a lot, you know, just by bringing the guys, you know, pens or water or whatever they might need. But they have Minecon agents to do that as well. So I appreciate it a lot, but it's still strange to me because I'm just not sure why. I mean, I'm Good's friend for sure, but it's still a little weird. It's kind of sad in a way too, because I feel like a Minecracker when I'm there with them, and I get to go and experience all of the back, you know, secret background stuff. Hello, guy. You can't get to me. But at the end of the day, you know, I go home from Minecon, and then it's back to being by myself again. And I mean, I still talk to a lot of the guys on, you know, let's push this fence out once. I want to push this out. Like in my design, I've actually got bushes back here, so I think we're gonna take this. This fence is only up really to keep the mobs out. I don't even know. I might even just take this down and turn this into grass, and then I think that'll look better actually. So let's do that. So it's weird, but it's really cool, but weird, but cool. So I got to experience quite a few moments like that where I was kind of going through with the Minecrackers themselves. I got into the panelist room with them and hung out. It was the first time I met Beef, and it was his first experience at a convention, certainly his first experience being a celebrity. And Beef, despite his outward, you know, his online persona where he's very outgoing and friendly and great on camera and stuff, is actually a very shy guy and introverted. And so he was really nervous about a lot of things, and so I ended up hanging out with him during the podcast panel, Good and Pause and Badge were on the podcast panel, and Beef was going to go sit in the audience, and decided that he didn't want to do that because he was kind of freaking out about everything, and I was like, well, it'll probably be better for your nerves if you, because, you know, he was going to do all the signing on the Minecraft panel later on. I was like, it's probably better for your nerves if you just stay in the panelist room and, like, breathe, basically. And so he did that, and I got to keep him company back there, which was pretty cool. After the convention, we were talking on Skype, Beef and I, and he was like, you're a pretty upright, upstanding guy. And that meant a lot to me, you know, that we've been friends. We've talked on... That looks terrible. We've talked on Skype before. We've done co-ops and stuff, smaller things before. But I've always felt like there was a bit of a distance between us because we hadn't... I hadn't felt like we'd quite reached that, like, friendship level. And I think meeting in person... I don't know if I like that either. I feel like meeting in person kind of let us finally reach that area where we're actually we become friends versus just people that sometimes talk to each other online. I don't know. I'm looking at my pictures again. I'm sorry for the... Let's see. I've got a lot of like frou-frou on the front of this building. I've got like that sort of stuff, so it kind of throws off like how I can measure it, but I think we're getting there. Ouch. So that was really cool. I was really happy that I met Beef and that we got along well, because just like Pause and Good, I've always thought that we would get along. I always thought that me and Beef would get along. And it's one thing to say that, but you sound a little weird, maybe even like kind of crazy saying that. So meeting him and actually getting along with him in person and knowing that he liked hanging out with me as much as I liked hanging out with him, well, maybe not as much, but at least a little bit, just made me feel better about, I don't know, life and stuff. I got to hang out with Badge as well. I really like Badge. I don't get to hang out with Badge nearly as much as I would like to. Maybe that'll change, and if he's moving to America potentially. We really wanted to like have a point. Okay, there's something weird going on here. I'm missing a post or something. I will deal with that off camera. But I missed Badge, basically, and it was great to see him again, and I didn't get to see him nearly as much as I wanted to because they were just always being pulled every which way, and then they didn't stay. Like, Pause and Good and them stayed a couple days after, and Beef stayed, I think, one extra day, but Badge and Blue left really early, and so I never really got to have, like, the sit-down chat with them that I had really kind of hoped we would have. We've had some of it on Skype since then, but it's not quite the same as in person. He and I had a really nice conversation at Minecon last year. Well, actually, in London, after the Minecon meetup, when we met up with him, because he didn't go to Minecon last year. And we had a really nice conversation last year, and I was kind of hoping to have a similar one this year. Didn't happen, but we'll do it at some point, I'm sure. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It'll look better once the roof is on. It looks a little goofy right now. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of fun decorating it. I've got a lot of stuff planned out. There's going to actually be two stories. There's going to be a staircase about here, a spiral staircase that goes up to like a semi-loft. It's going to be up here, and there's going to be like a couch and some books and stuff. Then I'm going to put the barista station here, so I'm going to have like coffee making machines, espresso machines, with the item frame showing what's for sale, cash register and stuff. There's going to be some more tables in here, maybe a couch or something, some bookshelves. It's going to look really cool. I like it. It's going to be, you can see it's not like a Starbucks sort of coffee shop. It's more of like a little house that somebody's turned into a coffee shop. So I like it. I think it's got a lot of character, and it's going to be a lot of fun to build. It's probably not the best thing to build on camera. It's just so difficult to freaking talk and like think. And yeah, there's going to be plants and bushes and stuff. But yeah, it's coming along. I've still got, I don't know that I told any interesting stories about Minecon. I mean, this needs to be a road, sure, for sure. I might just fill it in with this I don't have any. Well, I have a bunch of this on me. Oh, but we don't have. We can do that. I don't know how long this episode's getting. It's probably already getting pretty long, but trying to think. There was a couple room parties at Good's after Minecon. He rented out a nice big hotel room at the Hard Rock Cafe, which was Hard Rock Hotel, which was a couple miles away, but I'd known that he was going to be there, so I moved after Minecon as well, so our hotel room was within walking distance of his hotel, so that made things a lot easier. And it was a nice, huge room. It was basically an apartment, you know. It had multiple rooms, multiple bathrooms, a big like dining table area, and a bunch of people came over, both friends and other YouTubers and stuff. And unfortunately, like, Beef had already left. I don't think Generic B or BOO ever came over. Badge had already left. Nebris never came over. Kurt came over once. But a lot of the guys had already gone or just, you know, had their own thing to go do. And so there wasn't quite as many people there as I wanted to. But a lot of people did come. Like, MC Gamer was there. And then he brought, like, Dark Fan and Dire Dwarf and Great Scott LP. And then I brought some of my friends from that they had met in London, like Kinross and Steinus and Page of Maces. I think, I want to say Sevidus came at one point. Bebop Vox came at one point, and his friend Ian. I don't think Seth ever came, surprisingly. But of course, Good was there. Doc was there. Doc's girlfriend Karin was there. Good's wife was there, of course. So there was a lot of people there, basically. Not everybody at the same time, but, you know, on and off. Pyro came for sure. Rob, of course, Old Man Willikers was there. So there was a lot of people coming and going, and it was a lot of fun, and I miss it. I miss hanging out with my friends. We ordered Domino's one night, and, you know, if you've watched Rob's Vines, it's great. We played Drunken Dragons, which Good actually recorded. It was me and Great Scott LP, Good, Pause, Pyro, and Old Man Willikers, and Wes Wilson from The Shaft. We all played this game where if you failed your initiative roll, you had to take a shot at a Patron. That's hilarious. It was hilarious, and it was recorded, and I don't know that it will ever air. Good will have to edit it a lot because a lot of it is inappropriate to share, but extremely funny. Even if he has to cut half of it out, I think it would still be... At least it was funny to us who were drinking. I don't know how much it would be funny to you guys, but I think you would enjoy it. I played a buffalo named Big Dick Buffalo, just to give you an idea of what it was like. But yeah, that's just a taste of all of the many things. I ended up doing so much stuff and getting so little sleep. I'm like rubbing my face. I still feel a little jet lagged from everything. Let's go check our wheat. Or not our wheat, our reeds. Oh yeah, and this is grown. This is the nice thing about living at spawn, is I build at spawn, and everything grows at spawn as well. And I've got cows too. Great. So, it was a great weekend. I also did Epcot, and Pause, and Pyro, and Old Man Willikers went with me to that, and they didn't enjoy it, so they left. And then, so I ended up staying with Kurt, and some of our other friends, and I had a lot of fun after the guys left, because they were all a bunch of derps. Trying to think. And then, of course, I met up with Pause at BlizzCon, like, the next day, or after Minecon. I flew back to LA, and the next day I drove into Anaheim and went to BlizzCon, which I don't know anything about BlizzCon, but I met the Jim's there, unexpectedly. He was there, so I got to meet him for the first time. So now I've met, like, more Minecrackers than Good has, which is crazy. Although, I think Pause has made the same amount that I have. Oh, no, maybe not. Pause, I don't think, has met Michael, because he didn't go to PlayOnCon. Anyway, not trying to one-up anyone. It's just, I feel very connected to that community and the people, and, like, the Tumblr fans have definitely accepted me as one of their own, and then, you know, sometimes I just go home and I'm kind of like, where are all of my friends? Like, you know, normally you can, like, just Skype your friend when you get home, but, like, after Minecon, like, Good is just so busy, and everybody's trying to, like, catch up on their recording and stuff. You're kind of like, I don't want to bug them, but then I've spent the last, you know, week hanging out with them 24/7 almost, and then I don't get to talk to them anymore, so it gets a little lonely at times. I'm okay with it, and I'm dealing with it, but I think it would be easier to keep in touch with my friends if I could be in like a big Skype chat with all of them, which is really derpy sounding, but also true. Anyway, I am rambling, I am sure. I feel like I've made progress this episode by starting that coffee shop, but at the same time I feel like I did most of it off camera, so I don't know how much it was interesting to watch. And anyway, I'm done rambling. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Vaughn. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.